Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Fun day. Sunday.
AM.
Fun day. How are all of you? We are doing well. Things are a little nutty, but that's all good. All good in the hood.
Intro.
So today is Sunday. We will be doing all kinds of things. Probably, I don't know if it has anything to do with July, but hopefully y'all are ready because that starts tomorrow. But anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Look at us. Like 1 minute in.
Look at
Doing
that.
an intro. I mean,
Woohoo!
wahoo! Alrighty, my Arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. We like to know that you're here. Everybody likes to know that you're here because they like to be friendly and they like to say hello. And look at all these pinky hello hands. See, they're doing it right. Doing it right. Let's say hello to everybody. In the meantime, give those thumbsy upsies, especially here in the beginning because it lets other people
know.
It also tells YouTube, hey, you should probably let other people know because really it's their job. Okay. Participants. We've got Art Curious by MNW. That is Miriam, bartender's daughter. Oh, Alice. Hello, Alice. Becky Bruja. Hey, Bruja. It's been a little bit. Carrie Griffiths is in the house. Charmaine Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darcy, Dana, Diane, Dory. Eddie is here. Elizabeth Ellen. Griffin-Chill, that's Rhonda, Jenny. Sorry. That's just, my brain just says Jean-Nee. That's where Jeannie. Maybe that's right.
I don't know.
Jeanette, aka Janette, Jennifer, and Jennifer. The Jennifers are representing today. Jolynn Morris is here. Hi, Jolynn. It's been a little bit. Carla, Kathy, Lygia, Lydia, Marguerite, Mary, Ellen, Paula, Peggy. Hello, Peggy. I believe you've been here before. I kind of remember that. Panka, Pia. Hello, Panka. And hello, Pia. Ricky, Robin, and we have our Robins representing. We've got Sandy, okay. And I saw you right in the chat the other day. It's Silye. Like Silye. I think that's how you wrote that in there. Let me know in the chat. So Robins and Sandy and okay, Silver Granny and her Grumpy Gnome, that is Lynn. Susan loves paper. Susan, thank you for the recommendation. I have purchased a little box. I will talk more about that maybe tomorrow, but maybe today. I don't know. And then some
little box of what?
She was the one who recommended the whole index box thing for the postcards.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So, if I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Just give me the pinky hello hand. See, like Dawn's got one there, and Eileen, hello, y'all. Okay. Good. All right. So let me go. Okay. Announcements are. So this is the last day of June. So tomorrow there's going to be tons of announcements, but I just kind of want to pre-announce. July postcard play. That's the hashtag jelly, G-E-L-Y, postcard play. Make sure you got those hashtags in your description boxes and things. It's really helpful when it's in the title. I don't know if that helps the algorithm, but it helps the thread. Just saying. But you can put it in your description box below. If you don't know what I'm talking about with a description box below, that's that area where if you hit more, you will get more information. That's, it's really like down underneath P there. If she would point down, that would be helpful. You want to point down? It's over there. Thanks, P. She's being helpful. Okay, so yes, that begins. Celestial is the Maker's Creative Collab, the all-encompassing. You want to watch out over there in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group because that is when we post all of the events. And I think there's a lot of kind of overlapping with the Celestial and this and that, some very exciting things. There's always exciting things. But if you want to sign up for swaps, that means like the swap that Becky puts on, and then there is the scrap swap that Rhonda puts on. That's Griffin Shale there in the chat, and then Eddie will be posting his collage prompts. Lots of things to do.
Lots of busy.
Oh, and the color combo.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And
Don't forget that.
Been kind of tweaked and updated, so I'm kind of excited about that. Alrighty, so there's some information just, to be on the lookout for tomorrow because it is July 1st. Can you believe it? All right, let's go topside and let's have pass the baton over here to P. That's P. That's Patricia Carmichael. There was some confusion about that a few days ago.
Yeah, there was some confusion.
Well, because we call you P. I think you should change your name on Facebook to P of the PM, and then I'll change mine to the M of PM.
Okay. I don't know how to do that, but
I could help you.
Okay.
What do y'all think about that? I was thinking, but I don't know. Like, is that?
I don't know.
I mean,
either.
People in our lives that know us as Patricia and Mariah, I don't think that they would give a poo about it. But I think it would be helpful for people that don't necessarily know us and would have the association. Oh,
yeah.
PM.
Yeah.
It's thoughts.
Are we top yet?
No, I was still yammering. And
I don't even have mine. Isn't even going.
look at all that, the beautifulness there. And see,
It
now
says
I gotta
in 9 minutes.
back that up. And I just don't understand why this. I've tried to match this scene. I mean, it's the same camera. Why can't I get the little box the same?
All right. Why am I not going?
I don't know. Do you need assistance?
The chat's going, but the video, the picture part isn't.
I don't know what to tell you about that. It looks fine over here.
Piece of crap.
Oh, P and M in parentheses after the name. Like that's like we could replace our
Well, I guess I just won't look at that today.
second name, like Mariah Rushing. It's really just Mariah P and M. Patricia
I might have
P and
to
M.
lose this one bracelet. It's really
Because we're
not working out.
No, it's not. It's eating the other ones.
Well, it's eating the other one and it gets caught in my fringe.
I did look at the rainbow. I went with Frida for the green and didn't really have a yellow, so kind of went whitish.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I did. Let's get back a little bit.
Well, that's going to interfere with that. All right, well, I guess I'll just have to lose a bracelet.
Okay.
Okay, are we top? So I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I want you to come over here and fix me. Please.
That's
I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
All right, so here is, this has been in a pile back here on my desk for, oh my gosh, I don't even know how long. But it was originally a brayer off, so you can see. Then I added these little things with my big fat, what do you call that?
Oh, the Chocola marker, though,
Chocola,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's or Funsel.
Funsel. Yes, thank you.
They're all kind of the acrylic marker.
Acrylic markers. And then I just came in and added some more of these. And then voila. Did Brad make these? Are these?
No, Christy Hartman.
Christy Hartman made these. I have some that Brad made, but we're not going to talk about that right at this moment. But I want you to look at this. Because see, these open areas, one of the reasons I never ever considered it like done, stick fork in it, done, was because I felt like, I know you need places to breathe, but I just felt like there was something else that was missing here. And lo and behold.
That's what I did, Darcy.
And what I'm going to do, you see, I've started here on this one. Doing the alternating, whatever. Then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do those, but make those checkered. These here are just going to be lines. This one focal point.
Okay, so
business.
as you're talking about that, though, okay, can you show the whole set?
Sure. I can show the whole set.
So, Christy Hartman, I don't know if she's watching or not. She's probably out and about doing things, but she'll watch us in replay. I didn't tell her that I was doing this early. I really didn't know until like way late last night. Seriously, like way late last night, that we were gonna do this one early because she really wanted it. So these are July designs, you know, one day ahead because P really wanted them.
Well, that's just, you know, I mean, that's not that bad.
No, it is not. Oh, is she here? Is Christy here? Am I just not seeing?
See, I love having both of these because of the positive negative thing. I can't remember, who were we talking to? Oh, Royal. Positive, negative. I think I can get this on here if I just do it just right.
Froil's interview will be on Tuesday. We did the test stream. All is good. And, you know. But so this whole design set, you can get the masks, as you see here, and then there are stamps that coordinate.
Yeah, okay, so you see that. And now, I think, you know, I always like to show these because you can't see the black on black anyway. Very happy about this smaller stamp.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about that.
We can't always do that. In fact, I have some stamps that are going to be coming out tomorrow from Darcy and from Sophia. And some of those, well, I already talked to Darcy about it, but, you know, sometimes with the line width, yes, we can go smaller, but we have to then fatten the lines, but then we lose some of the design. So it's always just a little balance.
I don't know whether I'm going to use this because it kind of interferes with this.
Hey, Sharon.
So I don't know that I will use that. I will probably just use these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment with using the stamp pad and then using black acrylic. Because I think the black acrylic is going to give me a much stronger impression, more like this, and I think I probably need that. But I'm going to experiment with that on another piece of paper to see, you know, exactly what happens. But I mean, I love this. Look at this. That could not have been made any more
better.
Perfect.
She actually had that as one piece, and then we took it apart so that way it could be moved around a bit more. Because we knew that, like, stability-wise, because we did a test cut of it, we were going to keep it more ribbony. Total pain to stamp.
Oh, yeah.
It was just too loosey-goosey.
Yeah, I think that this is really perfect. I applaud that. Oh, and
hey, Jessie.
Oh, here's a little bee I got to show.
Oh, there's an itty bitty bee that goes with the whole set. Now, we kept them as separate listings for this particular one. The flowers got separated out because that was totally my bad. I didn't take the pictures properly, so they just ended up as two different.
Okay, I really like this, and I'm probably going to make his belly checkered. But you can do that.
Yeah.
To go with the rest of the set.
He's a racing bee.
Yeah. I just want to get these out here because you can't tell anything.
Jolly John.
You can't tell anything from the stamp.
No. And if they look kind of messed up, that's just because I put the stamp on top of them and I haven't, like, stamped off all the ink. So,
okay, so you've got big flower.
Yes.
Big flower. Now, how does the set come, right?
Oh, the leaves are all together. Because we just figured that, like,
okay, so
no leaf behind.
These three are together.
Are together, and it's just sold as a set. Because we just thought, I mean, you're going to want them all.
And see, the reason I don't want to do this today is because I'm not really prepared to do it today.
Okay.
And I have a whole lot more stuff to share with you that's actually more relevant. So we may get back to this on Tweaky Tuesday.
Ooh. Well, no.
Oh, no, we won't. We won't tweak on Tuesday.
We might. I just don't know how long the interview, or well, Arty chat. We're just gonna stop calling it an interview because really it's an Arty chat.
Yes, back
with
and forth.
with Froyle. Just some things to kind of keep in mind with her, because during our test and everything is because that might determine just internet. I mean, everybody's internet is a little bit different, and certain times of the day it's better than others, and this, that, the other. So. Hopefully we won't have any interruptions or anything like that, but just kind of a heads up that could cut our interviewing or our chatting short.
Yeah, because you did have some problems last night.
A little bit. It wasn't too bad, and I told her really not to worry about it. It happens. Like, not everybody has, you know, the super beefy. And she said she's been yelling at the service provider about it. But trying to get to the right people, and we all know that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, see, I'm keeping this all together.
Uh-huh.
All right. But now I have to share this because I'm sure that my partner, my swap partner, is going to be wondering what happened to her
No worries, Jennifer. Hope you feel better.
ATCs. But I didn't finish this, and you don't know how hard that was not to finish this. I really, really, really wanted to finish this, but I decided I was going to at least do one and you know, let you see what it looks like. Because remember, this is from the long haul, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. And I don't know, I'm going to try something different with this. Here's my yin-yang.
So Diane, she's still working on it.
I'm still working on it, but I want you to look at this fish. How cute he is.
Yeah, she put an eyeball on him.
I painted his innards, and I gave him a really cute little eyeball.
Mm-hmm. He's coming out of a deep dive.
And here's why I'm always talking about don't go into corners. Well, you can if you bring it around.
Oh.
Visually.
We should start writing down these justifications.
It's not a justification, Mariah. But then I found this perfect
Subset to the rules.
perfect little piece of craft paper. And I'm not going to do anything with it because I think my partner will probably think it's lovely and be able to do. Now, I am going to do a few more white bubbles here. Oh, and that brings me to this. Well, I was looking for this. And I crammed it down in a bunch of other stuff. And it got bent. But I want to show you, not all is lost.
And, by the way, and she's like, this is great. And I said, well, that's really great, but we did these shorts because, like, people have been kind of asking, and we've had some, you know, we need to be able to say, hey, here's a quick way to fix this sort of situation.
And it's just like you just kind of buff it out.
Yes. And if it is persistent, you can come in with, like, a hairdryer. If you live in Texas, just put it outside for about 2 minutes. Don't leave it too long. It'll melt to the pad. Probably to the concrete. You know, just stick it outside for a second.
And, I mean, you know, you can tell that there's a little crease there. But considering that I don't even know how long it was in the... In that position. In that position.
Yeah.
But, anyway, I want to do some more bubbles on the front here that are going to be white. They're going to kind of... Okay. But, anyhow.
Hi,
Diane... Tina. The check's in the mail. Well, almost.
Luckily, she can, you know, she knows what you're up to.
Okay. So, you know where we're going with this. You're going to get the fishy scene.
Oh, why'd you like that? She said that was a great tip. She has a few boo-boos on some of her. They get crammed into things.
Yeah, you know, I just, look at that. Isn't that just, that's perfect? This is craft paper, so I know this is a vintage.
Oh, Rhonda says that you need to sign the little folder, too.
I will do that. I will do that. Okay, so now these are the other three that I had left over from the bunch, right?
Yeah, the ultimate takeaway is don't cram your stencils.
Yeah.
But if you do.
But the problem is sometimes they get stuck together, so you do it inadvertently.
Maybe this is the new shirt. Cramming happens. Unfurling.
Art daily. Now, have I talked about the edges of this?
No, but I told you to do that, so you can talk about it again, and now they know that it was my idea.
It was. So I got a little carried away with.
Yeah, you did, but I kind of like it.
I decided I liked it because I didn't really have a choice of to like it or not like it. But anyhow, it is backed
It's because you did it on a gel plate versus just doing it with the marker.
because I'm lazy.
And you're pushy.
Yeah, and I got, well,
She
it's
pushed
the
too
angle
much.
of the dangle.
Yeah.
Here. If you slant it a little bit,
Slant it.
a little bit, you get an edge on it. But I think it's kind of nice because remember I had a turquoise business going on down here.
It needed to be repeated.
It needed to repeat it. I'm not doing it now. I am going to pass this over to Mariah and have her nip off, but I want you to look at this wonderful job I did with my, took my finger and put some blue on here and kind of pulled it down into the little glue over.
That was very nice.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of that.
I'm proud of you.
I'm really thinking, oh, and look at this. Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did that.
Well.
I know. I really envision, and I need a tiny little angel.
An angel?
Coming out of the clouds. Because I think this looks very sunset-y.
Oh.
Anybody else get that vibe?
It's very specific. I don't know.
So I'm going to hand these off to Mariah. She can put them in the
Holder box.
folder box, and I'm going to keep these out here.
A little quick tip on a folder holder box for your ATCs. If you are Velveeta cheese eaters.
Queso.
Queso. The Velveeta boxes are primo.
Yeah, you can decorate them, make them look really cute, but we haven't got to that.
No.
We haven't got to that point. So I'm taking my, and see, I'm kind of pushing it so it's going to be kind of flat because I'm going to use that. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Dunsies. And now, okay, so shall I talk about the long haul, or shall I do the one thing? I really want to do the one thing that Brad, and the new stencil.
Well, why do you want to talk about the long haul?
This.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
Do this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all remember this. We did this last time, right?
At the very end.
At the very end. I mean, it was kind of a, oh, look at that. Is that making y'all a little pukey?
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, so we've got this one. You know about that one.
Yes, that one was debuted Thursday.
Okay, so now we have, and this was, all right, I really wanted to use this today, but I'm going to show you what I did instead. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this down on a new plate today. Well, I'm not going to talk
And there are
about it.
three
I'm just
options.
gonna do it.
There are three options. Yeah, don't talk about that. Just do it.
Don't talk about it. Just do it.
There are three
and
different ones.
Mucky
Legia.
muck and schmucky schmuck, but we don't care about that. Oops, 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 oops. I'm checking for, yeah.
And let me tell you, take a photograph, because they got kind of mixed up, and I don't know why they got mixed up, or if I just mixed them up, and then so I had to retake some pictures, because it was like, oh, that one's not that doesn't
Okay,
go with
now,
that set.
whoa, just a minute here. Why do I have three different ones?
That's what I was literally. There
Literally just said?
three different ones.
They are different?
They are different.
Well,
So you might,
I'm going to look at all of them because I might not want that one.
hey, PM Artist Studio appreciates
I really
it.
kind of like that, though. I like this.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a horizon line. It's like, you know, if you're...
I think that's my favorite one too. Maybe that's why I put it on top. I don't know.
Let's pull our black.
Now, I don't think there's variation in size. Yeah, that one's really trippy. Disco dots and dashes. is what
Disco
Brad
dots
calls
and
it.
dashes.
And they're style 1, 2, and 3.
And then this is just,
This is so
it's
brown.
all the same except this is the 9x12, which is the one I would order if I actually had to pay for it.
Yeah,
And
well,
sometimes I do have to pay for things. It's just not in dinero.
that's right. Traded services.
Yeah. Okay, I'm putting that back there. I'll have to get some paint on that or Mariah will take away from me.
That's true. In fact, if there are ones that you don't want, Like, if you want to just give me the 8x10s, then I will
give you the 8x10.
put those in inventory.
But I'm not going to give you these because sometimes I
know, you like having the little one on the plate. I get it.
too, because I can point better. It's not so big and, floppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just, pardon me, give you the 8x10s. Yeah, see, I like this one too. But what I like about this, and you're going to see it in just a moment with the, all right, I'm keeping these. Now, I'm going to hand you the 8x10 in this one, Mariah.
Hello to all
Keep
y'all that
that.
are coming in. Do give me pinky hello hands if I have missed saying hello to you. Do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
And I'm going to give you this 8x10.
Okay. There we go. We have inventory.
Yeah,
8x10s.
and I want to keep all of those little jobbers because I really do. I've just discovered I either like the great big ones or the real little ones.
Oh, Pia says they look like wormholes in space.
What?
Wormholes in space.
Wormholes in space. Oh, I know, and this kind of makes me a little puke.
Yeah, you got to be careful with some of these. It's like,
Whoa.
Oh yes, hey Paula, exclusives are no longer because we got rid of the membership thing and we are strictly. I thank you for asking that, by the way, because I haven't really talked about it much lately. Yeah, there's no more membership, so everything the PM Artist Studio puts out is available right here, right now, to each and every single one of you.
Kaboom!
And when you purchase, you should be building up points. You can turn those points into coupon things, or you can kind of save them up for a little bit, however you want to utilize your points. Make sure that you have gone in and put your birth date in. If you have questions on how to do that, if you hit that membership thing and you want to know how to do it, there's an FAQ at the bottom of it that will let you know how to do it if you already have your account and everything. It's really not that difficult. It's just kind of like a 2 or 3 step kind of thing. But yeah, make sure that you do that because you will get free points on your birthday.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
All right, now, I put these down this morning because I messed around with them for a long time, and I don't know how instructive it is watching me, fuddle-muddle about and, yeah, that kind of thing.
Carrie says these look celestial starbursts. I should put celestial in there, shouldn't I? And remember, July, hashtag celestial is the Maker's Creative Collab overall theme. I think I'm going to make at least one of my postcards celestial in nature.
Oh, I want to do that too.
And I think we could maybe even pick out some of the stickers because we have very celestial stickers.
Oh, we do. If Izzy hasn't used them all.
That's true. She does. She goes for the celestial ones. Oh, and
I threatened her.
In my book that Darcy made me, and I kept, those one stickers that you were making fun of me about. I might even still share some of those.
Okay, well, I'm getting back to what we're doing today. I'm turning this over so that you can see what's going to happen here. And this is what's really wonderful about having that acrylic plate, because you can't tell diddly squat from this side. Because this ain't what you're getting. Just saying.
It resets. But your points are good, I believe, for a year. They will not roll over after a year. But I'm assuming those of you that probably utilize your points are going to do so. The points actually will acquire the level is really kind of, so you can get, if you just want to use your points like right away and you have enough, you can get the 10%, 15, or up to 20.
Okay, now.
Hey, Z.
This is not going to be the pull layer. This is still, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to take this away for just a moment, but we're going to go ahead and do this today. And, yeah.
Yes.
All right, I have to move my...
Just got to move it. Hey,
move my
Ann.
stuff out of the way. And don't... All right, I can't... I got
Hi,
to...
Erin. I know, you got to choose a spot or,
I've
put something down.
I've got to get rid of some of this stuff here because...
Choices need to be made. Decisions.
Choices need to be made.
Hey, Gina. Hello to all y'all coming in. Adria, hello. Be sure to give those thumbsy upsies, y'all.
Now, I can put these right there. See, it's just, you know, piles. You have piles.
She lives in piles.
And I was going to make some more, but that's really not necessary.
More piles?
I was going to cut my paper.
I was just saying the other day I just didn't have enough piles in this.
I just felt like, you know, I was.
I really needed separation.
Slacking off on the piles.
Separation of pile. Like that's how you create a new pile. You should go through the pile.
Categorizing.
Yes.
I love categorizing
my piles.
Yeah.
Piles are really the or what is it like? So I'm trying to say like container garden. You know how I like to say container gardening, but piles are the container gardening of art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, and sometimes they don't get enough sun, so you have to.
And Eddie says, Mariah, you're just piling it on.
She is. Hey, I'm piling it on here. Now, this is not the pull layer. I'm going to repeat that. This is not the pull layer. All right, and I'm pretty sure I got these down on the right side. You just want to make sure that they're nice and solid and they're brand new. So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Okay.
Okay?
Feeling good about it.
Feeling good. And we're using yellow because everyone said these look like starbursts or suns or
this is sort of a reverse, though.
whatever.
Because the stars themselves.
And I love this yellow. It's cadmium yellow medium in the Winsor Newton brand, if that means anything to y'all. Sorry, my nose is very itchy. And I don't know. Something going on outside, I think. Something going on in the atmosphere. Now you do want to make sure that if your paint is, this is semi-transparent. It's not like totally
But it's
transparent. A little bit opaque, but I think it's going to be enough that you're going to, but you do have to work it down in those little lines because those little lines
yes
have a tendency to not take the paint. Okay.
I was trying to explain that too, Carrie.
Okay, well you do want to get these off. Don't leave them on. Because you will be pulling up stuff. Oh, that's wonderful. I know you can't see this. I'm just giving these a little brayer off over here on my brayer off paper.
I don't know that would be a better thing, Eddie.
What?
I can't say that.
Oh. Eddie, do you need to go to the nerd?
Eddie he's the king
He
of the
lives
nerd.
in there. Yeah, okay. He hasn't made an appearance
He
out.
owns it. He has to. He has a reputation to keep.
Well, there you go. Now here goes these little jobbers.
Hi, monkey.
I don't know that those are going to be worth messing with. I'm not going to mess with these. I'm just going to try to get them off of here without
Eddie's making up for lost time. That's right.
ripping off
You were gone last time.
ripping off their
You were
rays.
missed. Elizabeth's husband numbers her piles.
Oh. Well, I guess as long as you had a cross-reference list of...
Yeah, you should tell him, hey, could you please start logging my piles for me? If you're numbering them, why not?
I had a place for that.
Maybe he's just rating them. Like, you know, there's a number 1 pile. There's a number 2.
Oh, that looks cool. I just can't help myself. I have to do this. And they look so cool over here. I'll show you in a minute. But don't leave them on your paper either. We all know about that, right? You'll have to... Oh, that one was really... That was a stiffer. Stiffened. Yeah. Did not want to come loose. Alright, now these need to probably, you know, dry separator, but check this out, folks.
Ooh. Kind of like fun little lemon slices, or you know,
Yeah.
like big old lemon.
Anyway, I'm putting
Big
that
lemon.
aside.
Very round lemon.
Put my. If I just remember to put things back where they're supposed to be, kind of supposed to be, sort of, kind of.
Hi, Martha. I was thinking about you the other day.
All right.
Hi, Estella.
Now we need to really
Giant
think
kiwis.
about, you know, what color we're going to pull this with. But you can be thinking about that.
Oh, Becky says inside the starburst you need to put a little stamp or something, you know. Stamp it.
Stamp, what do you mean?
Stamp it with something, with one of the little itty bitties, like just a... Oh, the swirly one, the little button one. Would be kind of nice.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Now we're going to go ahead, while we've still got this one out here. I need to make sure these are not getting crunched on top of each other, because if they do, their little feelers will be...
Oh, no, she's saying no, we should make the starburst into a stamp.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. And I would like the center cut out.
You want a hole in there? An orifice?
I want a hole in the middle.
An orifice in the
I
middle?
need an orifice.
A star with an orifice? Do you
But
want...
I do think we need that, because if you have the stamps that go with the stencils...
It seems to be a running theme around here nowadays.
I can't explain it, why it really works well, but you can see it in action.
See it in action.
See it in action. And I do love...
Starburst
Don't
holes.
forget to order these guys, too, because they're part of the wonderful set
Oh,
of
and
things.
what we did is we changed it up. So we added
yeah.
bursts to... So you get 3 additional little bursty things with the set.
Yeah. And then you can just buy a set of the bursts.
No.
Oh, well, I think maybe you should rethink that.
Listen, lady, there's a lot going on.
I just really think you should think about that. Okay, now we're going to do something totally different here. We're going to do sort of an op illusion, and I'm going to use white, and then I'm going to pull this with black.
Oh, fun.
So that it can be that kind of, you know, hypnotic. And I have put my heavy body into one of my jars from my, I think it was my magnesium cream. I have another one too, but
Cat, that's how it works here. I'm sorry.
don't throw those jars away, because I've got it in a, you've seen me with the great big thing that takes 2 hands
big
for
old
me
tub.
to get it over here. Now I've got this.
In a
Isn't
smaller
that
one.
just brilliant?
Your brain. Your big
Brilliant.
old
Okay,
brain. I
now
love it.
before I do this, I'm going to go over this like this and make sure, because a lot of times on the ones that go circular, you'll have a little hump.
Hump. My hump. My little
Yeah, the humps do not help.
Humps, not helpful.
Do not help in your stencil.
Sometimes a hump is good.
Yeah. I like hump day.
Yeah.
I know when I'm on the other side of Wednesday that I'm...
Hey Liz, welcome to Powsie Wowsie. Now, if you go out and come back in, that means to the stream, you will have access to the special little emojis, the PM Artist Studio emojis. I know.
All right, now I'm thinking, all right, I have a clean sheet of paper here, right? And I'm going to be putting white on white, but I'm going to show you why that is a really cool thing.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Look at that. Well done. Please keep in mind that whenever your stencil is brand new, that is when it is the most, you know, like it sticks to the plate very nicely.
Adheres nicely.
You can get these nice clean images. Now, also, if you keep your stencil clean, I think it's still going to build up no matter what over time. Just I think that's how the acrylic paint is going to work. But I don't know. I don't know how much you scrub, but do be careful when you do scrub.
Now, this will have, I can hand this to Mariah. She can spray it.
Yes. And Darcy just said that. She says white on white makes for great resist with inks.
Okay.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
how
yeah.
I'm holding it? Stick your hand in there. Okay. Or you can do that.
Yeah, I had the...
Now, we do have some messy on here, which, you know, I mean, it's not going to bother me. It might bother some people. Actually, I really wish this would have been a little more pristine, but y'all can see how that works.
Just like, it doesn't bother me. Convincing herself. Hey, Lisa Mingus.
Alrighty.
Fish.
Fish.
Long haul fish.
Long haul fish.
If you're saying, ooh, these are really cool, how were they made? Well, you need to go back to Thursday's stream, because she did the whole thing over there during that time.
Yeah.
Long haul, short
Long
haul,
haul.
mid haul.
And I've got these in the chronological order in which they were. No, they're not, because this one was not. Oh, I know why. Because remember, this jobber was really wet. And this is from the one that I just pulled. So, yeah. But I wanted to show these. All right. I can't do that with this. It's
Oh,
gray.
Becky, just still tell it.
All right. We'll bring that back in just a moment. But what I wanted to talk
Hi,
about,
Yonka.
and probably will hand off to Mariah, these that have the white showing through when you hold them up to the light,
Carol Ann.
these are wonderful for spraying.
Yep.
Because that's going to come through.
Hey, if y'all just watched Froyle's video that came out yesterday with the whole journey home business, which she'll talk more about that tomorrow or on Tuesday, but she showed the exact same thing. Like with your tissues, spray it from the back, and then it comes into the white areas. Now she did it with her rice paper because she's got that rice paper thing down. We fight with the rice paper.
And you know, actually, you could also, if you don't have the sprays, you can do the washouts. Just put it back down on your gel plate and brush on your washouts. And actually, you want to get right down to the nut cutting. This idea of putting it on the back with a brush, you can be way more precise about
like
where
if you wanted to ombre each individual fish and kind of put 3 different colors there, you could even do that.
Yeah. You could. Now, you can brush the spray, too. Or you can boink it like Mariah does.
Boink it.
Poink it?
Boink it.
I think this is my favorite. I love
Do you poink
this.
or boink? Arty minds want to know.
And this green is really horrible, but I know how to make it into an absolutely lovely black. And at the same time, I will be hitting those white places. We might just do that. Okay, I'm just not going to talk anymore about that.
Okay.
Y'all can help me remember.
What are we supposed to remember?
Okay, this is
The one.
that I'm going to come in and do it and actually show people,
Okay.
you know, rather than just talk about it. Okay, it's between
We're changing the
these two.
channel format.
I love both of these. I would be hard pressed to decide which one is my favorite. But those are two.
Oh yeah, we do too. Yeah.
And then I do like this one. I just don't think it's quite as dynamic as the gold. But remember, these are going to be cutouts anyway.
No worries, Paula.
And that's why they were interspersed as they were. Okay.
As they were, as you were.
As you were. Alrighty. I'm probably done with that, so I'll just put this over here. I just love carnival tissue paper is like the bee's knees.
Bees knees.
Some paper down there. Alright, and we're going to bring back. Okay. Did
Robin recommends.
you hear that sound? Y'all understand, and I've even mentioned it, like, oh wow, this is really sticky. The way these go through the cutter is a piece of paper is adhered to this.
Not paper.
Yupo.
Thank you.
Yupo is adhered to this, and it has to be sticky. Otherwise, it's going to go like this when it goes through the cutter.
Part of the process.
Yeah.
Manufacturing, y'all. I don't know if this
So
really
and
counts
if
for
they
manufacturing.
come out and they're a little bit sticky, understand that.
Hey,
And-
by the way, we have a little short for that. It tells you how to get it off of there. All you need to really do. FYI.
And actually, I don't even worry about it.
Hand
First time you put
sanitizer.
paint over it, it's fine.
Mhm.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about what.
I really didn't prompt her to I don't know. It's just
What?
being really cute. Did you know that we had done a short about that too?
No, I knew you did shorts, but I thought you were just talking about wrinkles.
Nope. We did the short about the cleaning the mat off, or
Oh.
the Yupo off as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I just thought it would be because sometimes it's really annoying because
No, not at all, Eddie.
what did he say?
He wanted to know if you have the latest employee manual.
Eddie,
She's one
they
of those
keep
employees.
me in the dark on a lot of things.
Purposefully.
I feel it sometimes. Okay, I'm putting that out there so that I can use this to okay. Here's my chopstick. When my hair was long, I used to put it.
Oh,
up with
wonderful. Adria said she liked the short about getting the creases out. Awesome.
these. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to talk about color here. Normally, I would use an opaque, but because I know where this is going with these and what they're going to be used for, because this little grouping is going to be like that. This little guy is going to be like this, and yada yada boo boo all the way through. Now I noticed, boy, this is cutting it really close here.
Well, it's on a pull
I needed to
down,
move that crab over.
I think.
Pardon?
I think the Lannis, are they listed separately or together? Because sometimes we do that, but then we kind of figured out that sometimes because people don't see the pull down for the different sets. Because this is Atlantis 2, I think. Because Atlantis
this-
1 has
But you get
the
all of these.
Yeah, it has the merman and Octavia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some other little things. Scenery.
Part of the whole ocean theme thing.
Deep dive.
Okie dokie. So, with that in mind, I'm really thinking about using, and I need to think about the contrast I've got going on here. So, this is pretty dark. I mean, the outlines,
Yes.
for the most part. So, I want to go with a lighter, I wouldn't want to go with, say, indigo
Yeah.
or Prussian or
Okay.
something like that. Because I would lose a lot of my definition there just because of what it is. Now, I could go with gold,
Titan pale. Green.
but it's opaque.
Oh, because you're going to...
Because I want to do transparent.
Oh.
So what I'm really thinking here, I mean, really my options are kind of... I know I use this all the time. Now here's the only problem. See, when I lay this down here, do you see how that is almost the same color as that? So that's not going to be a good choice.
Yeah, lose that.
Nay, nay.
So where are you putting these?
Hmm?
You're putting them on postcards or what?
I don't know, but I just want to have that as an option.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
You better get it rolled out quick and get your paper
better
down.
get it rolled down quick and get my paper down. Oh, what did I do that for? No, 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 no.
Rookie move there, Patricia.
Saved it.
Thankfully,
All
it
right,
was on
I
the...
got to get rid of these things because I'm going to be... I really love these guys. I really
Hey,
love them.
Josie.
I have so many more ideas
About
on
the
how
bursts.
to use them.
Would you say
But
that
look
you're...
at them all together.
Would you say that you're bursting with ideas?
I'm bursting with ideas. Okay. Put my chopstick up. Got that ready to go. See, I want to have everything ready because you're not going to have a lot of lollygagging time.
Hey, Mo, you may want to let Lynn know.
What?
Well, that's up to Mo to let people know. I'm waiting to see.
I'm peeling off my little
Trinket.
trinket
I
there.
got the trinket
Look at that.
this one.
I even got the little wispy pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my little jar right here, and I'm going to turn my tray around so the flat side's out.
I don't know if y'all know this, but
Okay.
Mo is, Jason Momoa is real.
Did I shake this? Whack it on the edge?
Kind of.
Okay. I do have more of this.
Yes. Because I thought that, you know, I don't know. I can't gauge when to buy you something.
I think this is like one of my favorite colors of pink. This kind of salmon.
Yes.
I love it.
It's more peachy, like fleshy tone kind
And
of.
it looks so good with rusticated colors.
Oh, hi, Rhonda. No worries. Now, those of y'all that are coming in, do say hello in the chat. Let us know that you're here. If you're in a replay,
Well,
that's
that's
totally
just
fine.
not. Sometimes that tissue paper just does not want to go down. Sometimes I get it down there absolutely FP, and I'm so proud of myself. And then sometimes I look at this and it's like, oh my God, this is going to be a train wreck. But if you buff them out, you can.
You make them smaller.
Yes. I'm probably still going to have pull-offs there, but yeah. Okay. Isn't that going to be cool?
Well done. I am a little sad, hopefully, that, because it did kind of, when you pull it off of there, I think it will still be noticeable, but the little bit of turquoisey business got
Oh,
taken
well,
away.
because we're, yeah.
That's I mean, something was going to have to go.
Yeah.
Something.
And the whole thing is the fact that they look kind of, the contrast is there to make them look sort of fossil-y.
Uh-huh. Hey, Betsy.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm happy with this. I hope the rest of you are also. I'll be in. Okie dokie. So let's get a pull color on this.
Ooh.
And I am thinking, and I know it seems like I'm really going with the pink here.
Uh-huh. I'm buffering on that. Or dialing up. Just hear,
I don't know.
Liz has purchased furniture pieces for her stencils.
She's purchased
Yeah.
what? Furniture?
For her stencils.
I applaud that. I think that's a great idea. I'm trying to look for
Oh,
pink that I
that's a
want.
good choice too, Silver Granny.
This is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Permanent rose.
Permanent rose. Love this color. I thought I had a big one in this, but I don't know what happened to it. Hiding out over here. That's crimson.
Oh, hey Cheryl. So what you should do, and Mo, will you put in the link to that beginner's guide that we did? Because there's a lot. That is a great. We put a lot of thought and energy into creating that stream of the beginner's guide to gel printing.
Oh.
Because it's really good basic starting layers. you need to, you know, do 500 prints and then do another 500.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like one of those things that the more you do it, the more often, the more you're going to learn in a shorter period of time. If you want that level of gel printing knowledge, you will get down the painty papers in those first 500 prints. And if that's all you need in your life, then you're good to go. But if you really want to start understanding layering and doing this kind of business that she's doing now, and many of the things that P does today, then it requires lots of time. She's been doing this for 3 years now, 4. Coming up on 4.
Yeah, and
she
when
gel
you
prints
talk
almost every
about
day.
that, it's not like once a week.
No, it's
I would
almost
do
every
this
day.
every day. Every day. And I mean, when I first did it, I can remember
Her arm hurt?
my shoulder. That may be where I incurred the injury to
Probably.
my shoulder. All right, you do want to do a
you,
bit
Mom.
of a rubby-dub-dub here because you must get it down into, because remember we've got, this will be layer number 3. On the plate. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready?
Paula's so sweet. Oh my God, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. Well done, P.
I know. Is it? I want to look at those little bursts.
Some people talk about you.
Oh.
I don't. I just tell you to your face. That was awesome.
All right. Oh, I just love that. Just love that. Okay, let's see about our white here. Yep, it's done. Okay, so we decided we were going to put black on this, but now that I've got this mucky muck on the other side.
Oh, yes, and that's true. Oh, thank you, Bruja and Estella. Yeah, the session that P and Josh did, so while we were on vacation, so it would have been, you know, the beginning of of June, the beginning of June, those streams, where you were teaching Josh, that would be a great way to, like, learn, because
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I wasn't here, so it didn't happen in my brain.
It really is, and the only thing about it I would caution you about is that you must remember Joshy's sat across from me.
So
Quite
again,
a
he
few
already had a
times.
little.
He had a rudimentary
Yes.
knowledge of how to begin and whatnot. But you all will notice that right away he has trouble using his brayer. He originally was pushing too hard, and then he wasn't pushing hard enough. That's another thing. You just have to, somebody can't tell you that. You must figure that out
Yeah.
for yourself because it's a kinetic thing. And I loved it that, you know, he was.
Yeah. Hey, Devin.
We had a great time, and I just really.
Well, and I think that what's really cool in the last, so Josh has been now with us a little over a year.
Yeah.
And then Caleb has come on. But it has grown all of our relationships just within the family. That it allows us, like, we get to talk about it. And other family members are now more engaged in, like, what we're doing because we're employing the nephews. And they're, you know, and I think they talk about it. And, you know, once you have a little bit of access to, oh, okay, now I kind of understand. You know, that's a hard thing. Like, even when you're at a, you know, dinner party or a, you know, any kind of party and you're meeting somebody, it's like, you don't know how much to go into it or how nerdy to get or anything like that. So I think maybe that's where it's at a lot of times with our family members, that we think that they're just not interested, but it's just probably no, they're ones that aren't interested at all. But I think it's access and understanding what we do, and then it's our job to convey that to them.
It is, because it's like almost like speaking a foreign language to someone. You really have to get them acclimated before they're even interested. You have to motivate them.
Yeah.
To want to know what's going on. And I think that just automatically Okay, so you saw the first one was phthalo blue-green shade, and this is turquoise. So this is in that color range, just not.
No, Adrian, we don't.
It's not
He probably would.
fitting in, and we're ombreing it. And I was going to go with the black and white, but the reason I changed my mind was because of all of the mucky muck of the purple.
Oh, yeah, that would have
underneath.
looked weird.
It would have just made it look like there was some kind of a mistake there. And I want this to seem
Purposeful.
purposeful. And I don't know if I got enough paint on here, but it's just going to have to be okay.
Yeah, you need to, because right now you're playing with fire. And what she means by that is, see, as it rolls out, you're thinning out the paint because it gets onto the brayer. You brayer off and you do all that. And you're thinning out and trying to get an even coverage of that pole layer paint to adhere to the layers that are already there.
And
And
the
do it
problem is after a while, when you just
it's
keep
just
braying,
drying.
you pick it up and pull it off rather than putting it down. I'm hoping that I got enough. I'm not feeling very confident about it. But we shall see.
Ooh, very nice. That was a good call because really the grungy kind of purpley business that's left over there on the, that was left on the plate prior to her putting down the white would have come off like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's messy.
Yeah, that doesn't really
All
match
right,
up.
I'm hoping this. I'm hoping this is gonna pull it up.
Or as Trey Crowder says a lot, I think it's Trey Crowder. Is it Trey Crowder?
Okie dokie. All right.
That doesn't hit.
So, yippee tie yay! Up there in my little place that is separated by toilet paper rolls. I could show it to you, but it would mess everything up. Okay. All right. So what I was doing yesterday. Now, I've got to think how I'm going to do this because I want to. I'm going to start with what with the actual end product rather than I'll just put that right there. All right, so I went to the dentist, and this is the little thing that they put around your neck to keep the slobbers from getting all over you.
Slobber on there, but that again that tracks.
Yeah, I don't know what that's from. It was probably from
Toothpastey, cleany business
yeah,
or whatever.
but I didn't get any of that.
Oh.
No. So it comes in 3 layers. One is a little, these are papers that I made with it. I'll show you that later. All right, one of the layers is this stuff.
Toilet paper rolls equal the great separator.
The great separators.
That is spot on, Devin.
Hey, I'm telling you. All right, so this is filmy plastic stuff. Kind of cool. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with this, but I'm certainly not throwing it away.
No.
That would
No.
Yeah. Okay. So
If
I
y'all
made
did-
a whole bunch of these.
But those aren't the thing.
This is the background I just showed you.
Was that one from the dentist as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
And all of these on here are from the dentist print.
How many of those things did you get?
One. But I told you it has 2 sides to it. You pull it apart like a napkin.
And they're green on both?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, all the way through. I didn't save any of them. Did I save any of them? Just plain green. They're really pretty color. I like it.
Oh yeah, the humidity has been
Oh,
insane.
yeah, here. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean it's your color. I don't remember them being green, but I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't really. I don't engage with objects out in the world in the way that you do.
This is very true. she offered to hook me up with some others, and when I go back, I have to go back on Monday to meet with the person about the implants.
Yeah.
And then yeah, okay. Yeah. Whole teeth thing is driving me crazy. So most of these, I will say on here, and I are from the,
Exactly, Bruja.
What?
She says, goodness, I missed y'all. Awesome combo art today, plus toilet paper rolls and dental bibs, challenging how I view the world.
I love it. I think we need to challenge more, and because they were just going to throw that away, and
Crazy
even if it
people.
does have some spit up or what on it,
She spits on her art all the time.
yeah, I can cover it up with,
That's how you know
something
it's
that's-
hers.
Yeah, you can get the DNA.
That's right.
Like, hundreds of years from now when they dig out
Oh.
these prints or whatnot, they'll say, oh my gosh, look, here's DNA from P.
Uh-huh. Devin says that her brother is an orthodontist.
Okay.
Hey.
What?
Devin's brother is an orthodontist, so she's going to go check that out. She may have an insider man. A hookup.
Well, and it has a lovely texture to it. See that
Yeah.
little liney texture, whatever? Now, some of that really, I got
said
better
yeah.
at this. This one's very lumpy. This was my first one. But I got better at it.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I had some stamping on there. And I can't tell you, this is our mission statement from PM Artist Studio. Mariah, what's this little
Oh,
one?
God. What? Oh, I thought you were going to tell
I
me.
think it's one of Carrie's. The
Yes.
squares and the lines. I found that one to be very nice. This is one of mine.
Yes, that's Sumi Marks, and then
this
the
other
from
one
Carrie is mark making, but it's like it's not the connection.
Who's the fatter one?
Oh, that's for oil. That's the paint dashes.
And then there's this one, which is a littler one.
I
You need all three because you're not ever going to be
I
happy
don't-
with them. Just
don't
one.
know what that is. Like, that was a stamp?
Yeah. It's just smaller. Okay, so then that's what I did with that.
Oh, Sumi Marks, because Sumi Marks comes in
Oh, that's
both.
right. Comes in straight and then it turns a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. And I can't think what else. Oh, I know. This one right here is, it's not puzzle, it's cracks in cracks somewhere. Cracks in the sidewalk. I don't know.
Legit, like
muddy cracks.
Okay, so people are kind of wondering, like, what's the etiquette or best way to, procure one's own dental bib, like when they are at the dentist and you're feeling a little insecure about just saying, can I have
just
that?
get over it. I just said, I want this.
You just say, I want
I want this when we get done. And she said, well, I can get you a clean one. I said, well, I don't think I, spit up too much on this. They just looked in my mouth and did x-rays. And, oh, man, that x-ray thing they put in there.
Oh, I hate it.
It hurts me and it makes me gag. I told her, I don't like this.
Nobody likes it. Well,
All right.
somebody might like it, but they've got
So
other
anyway,
hang-ups.
these are kind of master boards, and Mariah says, well, what are you going to do with those? Well, I'm going to save these because in the future, I'm sure we'll have some more postcards, right? So I'm all ready to go. Woo!
Master
Or
board.
ATCs. I mean, I got options.
Oh. Grumpy just checked online. You can actually buy those dental bibs in black. That could be the answer to so many
Okay,
things.
now, I'm glad that you brought that up because let me just tell you what.
Is it?
These are fragile.
Oh, fragile.
Muy fragile. And that has its upside and downside. You really have to kind of learn how to
Okay.
put them on.
So, good talk today here. Tips and tricks. So, here's the way to kind of think about it. So, you have kind of this is how my brain works. Like, if we were making a chart, we were gluing these things down and writing all the little things about them, because that really actually makes me very excited to even think about that. But anyway, so on the chart, on the, what is it like when they have like kind of the gauge, like, they do it with diamonds and they do it with, beef and, whatever the grading is. So you have like napkins. Are you just totally entertained by the way I'm thinking about this?
She just had a little orgasm over this chart building
I
business.
did.
Woo!
So you have like, you know, napkins, and then comes in maybe the bib, or is like bib before napkin on this whole scale.
Just
Just give her a minute.
I swallowed
she's processing all of this information and things that I'm throwing at her. Hey, Anthony.
Hibiscus tea. Okay, well, I would say start with your hardest and then go to your softest. So I would start with carnival tissue.
Okay. This is purely on the scale of things that are somewhat transparent.
Right. Or you could say are easy to work with. This is not the easiest thing to work with, but I think it's well worth it because you get a whole different, and even if you kind of glob it up, because you can see some places here where I globbed it up. I think there are about 3 layers right here, but can you see? And I did use as my medium here was the Blick. I don't know that you could try the clear texture gesso, and I'm going to do that because that's going to have a whole different presentation. It's going to be more matte and honor the texture of this more, I think. I'd already started with it, so it was like, okay, well, I'm committed. But I have a whole new bunch. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about today, and I haven't tried it yet. This is the medical exam roll-off.
She found it. She found it over there.
No, it's over there. Paper, which I have not used.
Right.
And I don't know. We might do a little of that today. I don't know. What's their time here?
So this also is like, you know.
Oh, we've got lots of time.
Hey, on the scale, it could even be procurement level. Like, do you have to go? Well, obviously, the Amazon has the dental bibs, and it comes in black. That's exciting information. Were there other colors? That would be my second question.
I'm sure that there are other colors. And I'm sure that you can probably get this stuff.
Or are they just on Amazon because they were trying to get rid of them because, like, they were like, black's really not like a fun dental color. I don't know that, you know, minty, limey green
well,
is
I'm
either.
just really thinking this is going to be a lot, pardon me, this is going to be a lot like deli paper. One side is kind of, has a little bit of a smooth feel to it. And the other side's a little more toothy. So we will definitely, you know, let's do that. But I just wanted to show you some of these real quick because the flower on here, you're going to see what I did with them later. But it's with white.
Now that green paper is something different.
This is packing paper. What did I do with the rest of that?
What did it come in? What came
I
in
don't
it?
know. I may have used it all.
I think you used it all.
I may have used it all. Anyhow, this is what, oh, here, I left one. It came with some fancy stuff.
What's fancy stuff? What?
That you ordered. Like, you know, creams or, and there was even a little straw stuff in there. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, this is tissue paper from something. And
was this something that was given to you, or was this like?
No, it's something you ordered and it came in the mail through Amazon.
But who was it for?
You. I guess. I don't know. But look at this. I love how this halos out on the back side. Okay, here's the front side.
See, once again, totally not paying attention to the packaging, which is really my bad. I obviously need to alter my mind.
Yeah. You might be worried about having
curious. Did you
Alzheimer moment there.
No. Did you dig this out of the trash?
Well, most likely. Not recently. I've had it for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Multiple layers. Multiple. All right, what are they saying? I can tell by the way she cackles that it's something that I'm probably going to be irked about.
Oh, we do it around here all the time, I bet. So she says the Amazon. Too funny. My 86-year-old mom says, I sent you the text and I sent it in the Facebook. This one says the grams, the Instagrams, the grams, you know.
I said the little lightning thing up there in the corner, you know.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is. I am very excited about these.
I'm showing you both sides because it just does such different things when you...
That's really, it is cool.
And see, this is the back side. This is the front side. But it just does that little haloing out stuff. I don't know what...
Chiquita, I try to hide things. And then I get, like, she knows when I've stuffed it down in the trash and she has to go after it. She's like, you knew. And she gets extra irked.
Oh, yeah. That really sets me off.
Because she knows that I knew and I tried to hide it. The best thing to do is right before trash day, make sure it gets into the big trash bins and get it out to the curb. Because I haven't seen her digging it out there yet, especially in the heat. She ain't going to do it.
Well, I don't so much in the summertime. In the wintertime.
She wouldn't have any problem.
Yeah. But I just, no, okay. All right, I found this. This is another long haul. Mariah, what is this stencil?
Oh, that.
And I can't find mine.
I don't know that you own.
I think what we did is we glued it down to something.
I think you may have even cut it apart. Okay, so just judging by where those lines and those how there's crossovers, this is like from the original creation of the Franken-Stencil version. This is the Hatched Squares by Fran. But what had happened is, so it came in the 3 sizes, the 9x12, 8x10, and that 5x7.
What I did is I cut it
little
apart.
Pieces of each one, and then everybody's like, oh my God, I love that. And we're like, okay, well, so we took it and made it available. Now, keep in mind that whenever we recreate a stencil, the largest we can ever make anything is 8.5 by 11.5. That has to cut within the matte frame. So, you know, it shrunk down ever so slightly. You wouldn't be able to get it to the edge quite like this unless you bought all 3 and cut yours apart.
And see, and then I just laid them down out here.
And that's also why she has crossover areas in there that you don't, like, because I know your brain's probably kind of like, what? There are areas where it's like one stencil like was put into the other.
This is a piece.
Right.
Here. This would be a piece.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is
it's an awesome stencil.
I love this, and I want to do some more with this because I really think that it's cool. This is a long haul. This is the pull coat of the long haul. Okay. So we've got all that
yes, Lynn.
nifty stuff to play
One that
with.
like plays a really loud
and
sound.
I'm going to take this away because look at this. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Like we don't have 49,000 of those.
Hey,
suckers.
you got about 40 minutes.
Well,
I'm just letting you know.
All right. So you saw the flowers. Here are the result of. So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. While you're stamping, you've got that wonderful image to stamp, right? But, you know, use your paint to create another work of art as you're stamping from your paint, because then you're going to have something like this.
Only in speech, Becky.
Isn't this just absolutely...
That is so pretty.
Pretty. And obviously the plate did have a few little other things on it.
Carla's.
Surprise.
Okay, here, this is a good one. Carla's husband now asks, is this something for art or can I toss it? And if she says toss it, he says, are you sure you don't want to glue it to something?
Oh, I love. See, supportive family. Once they understand the mission, they can absolutely, and it gives them a way to be involved. So yes, I love it. I love stories like that. All right, I'm just randomly pulling these. Then I'm going to show you all of them together because I really had.
Tina.
You know, I'm embracing this using my gel plate and my stamp. Whereas to begin with, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. But the thing about it is you get such a fabulous, fabulous result, both in the print that you're stamping, but then you have this lovely residual that you can just, I mean, I think some of these are just drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah. It really is so cool.
And this is cool too because I kind of give it a, because I wasn't getting enough paint on it, and you can see
and it makes it look fluffy.
Makes it look fluffy. Oh, it does. But look at the center there, how perfectly those little centers of that dahlia are.
Oh, bye, Anthony. Thanks for hanging in, and I hope you're feeling better.
Absolutely.
Yes, Carrie, that is a very good observation. He says, I think this shows how useful a 5x7 gel press can be.
Absolutely.
Woo woo.
Absolutely. It is my go-to, especially for, oh,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
need to
no.
crack those edges, lady. What are you doing? Hanger-oners.
Do have hanger-oners there. That's all right. It can't, it's all as well. Okay, so I have reevaluated my bone black.
Oh.
It is now open.
It's been marked.
Because I swear,
It has been marked with the mark of open.
but isn't that just wonderful?
Yes.
Very painterly. And look at this crackle on the edge here.
Oh. Okay, so Liz would like to know, will you be selling these gel prints or possibly downloads?
Well, how about we put them in the giveaway? Or we can, yeah.
Here's my dilemma with putting them in the shop. I gotta find, like, although we rearranged some things in the office just this morning because we're just running out of space. We don't quite have the budget for a building at this moment in time. PM Artist Studio hasn't hit that level, even though we need that level because it's getting tight in the office.
Well, I think we're just going to have to give up the gallery room.
We're not doing that. I think, again, we just have to clear out some, you know, like, maybe all the toy things that I like, my little fun things that I like to look at just need to go away, and that makes me sad.
Just sell them on eBay. You could get some money to, you know, help redo your... okay, I have to glue this down because I've got these little tear marks here.
Anyway, but I need some more, what am I trying to think? Mats. Here's the other little tricky part. Now, hopefully these are the actual 5x7s, which make my life very, you know, it uncomplicates things.
They're not.
That was also, so they require custom.
There. Fixed it. I even watched like a professional printmaker actually glue down parts that he pulled up. So I don't feel too bad about that. I don't think
I saw somebody professional do it, so it's good.
I think it's okay.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Tell us about the gallery room. No. Sure. You know what? All those books on the shelves in there are yours, so that would be your decision to make, Patricia.
Well, you wouldn't have to take out the books. Oh, I guess you would if you needed to.
We need the shelves.
Well, then we'll just move them into the room that you're unoccupying.
No, the problem is that the shelves all have things on them. We are at capacity. She doesn't understand. This is a concept that is very hard for her.
I understand. You just move.
Like our whole house? Yes, that is also
No,
good.
you just move the room.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you're going to have to, you know, vacate the stuff that's in that room until you get the other one emptied out. But that could be your just little private sitting room. You could make that Izzy's Hobo Village.
Oh, you mean take over the gallery room as the office. No, we need a door. Yeah.
Then you could even knock
what you're saying.
a hole in the wall and make a door so Brad could go out to the garage.
We actually talked about that at one point, but then it was kind of like, I don't know if we want...
Check this out.
Anyway.
Check this
Aren't you guys glad to be in the, you know...
Whoa. Okay, this is a very special one. All right, one was the printing of the stamping of the flowers, right? Then I came in and I added a very thin layer of gold, and I pulled the whole thing with white. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is. I love that. Okay, so Becky's just trying to understand the concept of the gallery. Well, right now it's Hobo Village, okay? That's what has happened in the gallery room. So technically, yeah, like the space is not necessarily being utilized in the way that it was meant to. There is a couch in there. There is
The chair.
and
a
the
really
reason that
cute
we
chair
call
and
it the
couch.
gallery room, because it used to be like it's meant to be a dining room, but we don't dine like that.
We dine at the other end of the kitchen.
Yeah, we have the nook for
Whenever
that.
we do.
Yes. And then if we have like family events or whatever, we bust out with the, the fold out tables and things of that nature. Or we go out to the patio if it's, not summertime.
It's better in the winter.
It is. So, yes, it has bookcases and the couch and stuff in there, but Izzy has moved in with her, Hobo Village.
It has a lovely
Hobo camp.
yes, village.
Oh, God. So. Did you hear what Brad and I said about the cute little thing that I should bring that up and let y'all see it because it's really cool. But I was like, look, what she had created was, the next phase of Hobo camp. I'm going to go get it. Hold on. It's really cool. I laughed.
She now has a roof over her hobo camp.
Oh, yeah, because she took the 2 chairs from the island, which is actually fine because we have more chairs there than what needs to be, but I couldn't get rid of a chair because we really only needed 1 chair. I mean, the struggles are real, y'all. Anyway, I'll bring the little thing that she built at career camp. It's very cool, and they spent like all week long, like adding and doing different things to the thing. But then she's like, it's like what did she say? A reservoir, and then she's like, no, that's not right. Resort.
It is just so. It's so cute, and it's just how her little brain works on these things. All right, now I think this is probably the best one that really shows how I use the stamp. And depending on the pressure, you get better at this and understanding that a light pressure is going to give you a more ghostly image. If you really get down there and squish it around, then you're going to have more of that pull color showing through. In which this case it was crimson.
Okay. Now you gotta be careful because some of the
Oh,
fluffy
yeah.
ball business is not attached.
Yeah, because those are the people.
Oh, is that what it is?
Those are all the those are the people.
Well,
Yeah.
The one-eyed inhabitants of.
Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
So one of the funny things about it all is that I think one other kid made a little tent thing like Izzy did. But they only put one. They were supposed to be like little houses. But she was like,
panel.
no, I got 2 tents.
And I have to tell you about, you see the people gathered around under the tree?
Mm-hmm. Because it's Texas.
Joshy, when she went to Bible school. Okay, we lost. Oh dear.
I'm going to say, you better be careful.
I don't know where.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it back on there. These are all, and she tells you about this. Okay, these are the baby. These are the children. I can't remember what this is, but anyway, yeah. It's some kind of vehicle for these guys.
Oh.
Okay. The mom and dad are these 2. Uh-oh.
They've been busy.
Yeah. Mom's lost an eyeball. Dad still got his.
That seems right.
So you can tell there's, oh, here. Older brothers and sisters.
Oh.
And these are the little bitty ones are the babies.
Okay.
Mom and dad.
Yeah, there was a lot more under the tree than you thought.
Yeah, they were huddled. Anyway, that's what that's all about.
And it has solar on the one.
And it will light up if you take it outside.
Yeah.
I wish she was here to tell you about this because this has some significance.
Well, she is in the other room. I mean, but if we bring her in here, she's
I know,
not
you'll
gonna
have
leave because
to-
she will be very entertained. But y'all are entertained.
You can just see. I mean, there's a lot of, and there is a little bed inside there.
Okay. I'm gonna put it.
So that's kind of her diorama of a hobo village. And okay, so would you like to, and you realize that probably, I don't know, what time is it? Oh, I've got 30 minutes. Go ahead and show you how I did some of these, or would you like me to print on the napkin, aka dental bib? Oh, I could go ahead and, but I want to do that on my own. My ATC, I want to finish that on my own. But I do think that these are quite beautiful. I think this is quinacridone and crimson together. I don't know what this one was.
Look at this.
Where is she getting that?
I don't know.
Well, it's not for me. That little turd. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'd love to see the dental bib in action. Okay, we can do that. Flower prints, please. All right. You know what? If I get on it, I think I might even be able to do both. Oh, yeah. Let's do the flower prints, because that way I can put the flower prints onto the bib.
Right, because that's how you did that.
Yeah, and we'll just be able to do both.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and here. And I want to do a bit of stamping on this roll-off paper.
Come on, Lee, you got 30 minutes. It's going to go faster than you think.
I do. I have to get with it here.
Ayuda.
So we'll put that over there. Let's get our little... Now, this is a custom size. And you can tell because it kind of swishes in there. It's an 8 by 5. 8 by 6, I think.
Yeah, that seems odd.
And they don't make those.
No, this is a piece from...
Yeah. Okay, 6, 8. 8.5, actually. Wow.
Yeah.
And this is one of the custom ones that came about because of... Yeah. Okay, you just start, whatever you start with, and you can start with a dark color. Let's do that. Let's start with a dark color. Carbon black. It's open, but I think it's going to be... Is it going to be okay? Yeah, it's going to be okay.
No worries. And it's a great stamp, Sophia. Yeah.
All
See
right.
you later.
Now, I cut mine. I didn't tear it, but I suppose that you could. I just wanted it in manageable sizes so that when I was stamping it,
yeah,
I'd have a place to put it here.
Yeah, because when something is as fragile as you're saying with that, a lot of times you don't get straight tears.
You don't.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not worried about cutting this precisely because this is not going to be my end-all, be-all.
We had a whole village, Fox Village.
Okay. Now, let's go ahead and just give this a bit of a cut up here. This is our medical.
I like that the size is very manageable.
The what?
That size of papers, very manageable.
Yes, it is. And the thing is when you're doing this stuff, and it's not going to be for, you're not using it as is, it's going to be for collage, then it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, you have to be organized here because you've still got to have your roll-off.
You kind of, because you want to keep kind of moving.
Yes, you want to have your paper ready. This is my stamping paper. This is my roll-up paper. This is my gel plate. We're going, oh, I'm not going to use carbon black. Oh, hell no.
We do have.
That's open.
Well,
that's open.
This is the loft because it's like the upstairs and it's open to the downstairs, but we do actually have two attics because there's one in the garage area and then there's one upstairs here too. But they are,
all right.
like if you wanted to send somebody to a place to, you know, dehydrate them. That would be the place to send them.
All right, we're going to use this dioxazine purple, and it is it's regular. It's not open. I say that, and I'm always a little bit hesitant because I go ahead, and you can use the open for this process too. It's just that it's not going to, I don't worry about getting too much out there right now, simply because I'm going to not brayer off my brayer right away, because I can get 2 rounds of stamping here. And, okay, let me find my, oh, maybe I should use this one.
That would be great.
I don't know if I'm going to like it as well as Dahlia's. I'm very fond of that one.
Well, this one has a little, yeah, it's thicker in areas, so that's going to make things different, for sure.
Okay, so I have thick paint. I'm not brayering off. I'm leaving that on there.
Okay, like, can you scoot that over and everything over? Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Oh, shoot. I need my...
Yeah. This helps protect the paper. Very nice.
Okay. Give it a bit of a boinker there. Alright, we're going to, I can't get another one on there. Let's do a couple on our...
Now, really what I need...
See how I'm putting it down there and giving it a bit of a wiggle?
Now, really what I need to do is I need to bring you the one that I want to utilize tomorrow, and I was going to... But it's not in the shop yet. And you know I hate showing things to y'all if it isn't in the shop. Although it
Now,
will be
see
tomorrow.
how I really pounded on that?
Yes.
And the reason I have this down here is because then I can come in and wipe it up. I tell you what, I love these.
The back of the mats.
Okay, now we're starting to get, so you turn it over. Can you see what's happening here? So, I've got places where I've still got lots of paint. Yeah.
Darcy says, remember to press the middle, especially on these bigger stamps. Very important.
I know. I have.
And it is tricky.
It's tricky. Okay, I've got to do this over here because...
Okay. You want it to go through to the paper.
I do.
Well, I think they kind of got the idea at this point.
Okay.
Now you're more about showing what's happening on the plate.
And do turn it over.
Sometimes she puts the foamy thing on underneath. And I don't know if people are doing themes. I mean, I think some people are. I don't know.
Okay, now see how I did get more of the inside of that one? Yeah. All right, Mariah.
You need to wash that.
And I want you to scrub it with the brush.
Okay.
And use that white soap so that you can see that you're getting it all. All right, we've got some lovely, lovely things going on here. And what you love about, all right, so this needs to dry completely. Okay? Dry completely before the next stage, which is, of course, the deciding what pull color that you want on it. Think contrast. Gold is always a good option. You can go with if you want to make it monochromatic, you could add some white to your dioxazine and it would be a nice lavender color. You can, oh, whoa. I didn't do that. A nice, say light turquoise would be nice. And, okay, no foul. Left that on there a little bit long, but I think all is okay. Got some great things that we could come in with then white and stamp into this dark purple with the white, and it would be really cool looking. Okay, put that over there. Oh, we're getting stuck together here. We don't want to do that. I want to do some stamping on this paper because I have not done so. I've done a lot with this, so we don't need to worry about that so much. This over here, because this you can actually cut that out and use that as is, or spray, or you know, put it down. Wow, I hope this is, it says this. I swear to God, some of these are, see how they've covered it up here? It says not suitable for exterior surfaces. Okay. Thank you.
I'll tell you, there was a ton of paint in that one side. Like, so I dab off as much as I could onto the stuff and then rinsed finally.
Yeah.
But it took a while. Like, oof.
Yeah. I had lots of paint going on there. I think that this stamp would be wonderful using black. Okay. Now we're going to bring back in, let's use some of these guys. I kind of want to check them out anyway to see what I really want to use on my, and Mariah, if you could, I left those out over there. Are they still out the
Yeah, I didn't put them away. I was going to.
I want to see if I like this black, or if I want to go ahead and use, say, you know, the black acrylic paint in the carbon black, not the bone black. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I really like this paper as far as...
Yeah, stamping on there, that's fabulous.
Isn't it?
I'm very pleased with that.
I am very pleased with this paper. Now, we're going to also see how it tears. Now, I want to find that little smaller leaf because this is one I'm thinking about using on my
Oh yeah, and Darcy, actually, if you haven't checked out Darcy's channel, she has used a lot of, like, probably more different paints than we have on her gel plate, because she even mixes it up with, like, alcohol inks and all sorts of things. But yeah, those chalk paints work just fine. I think we have some, maybe we have one or two, like those Martha Stewart ones that I think we've used in the past, but we don't have a ton of those.
All right, now we're going to just do some all I'm doing here is I'm just trying to get something repeated enough that when I come back in with my other stamps and my other colors, some of this is still going to come through. I need to re-ink my plate.
Yes, because technically, it depends on what kind of like house paint it is, but as long as they are like a latex type water-based paint, that's probably what you'd want to stick to.
Here's the smaller. Okay, I'm just going to have to jet black.
You can never have too much jet black re-inker.
Absolutely.
Those leaves, I think the leaves are my favorite. The ribbon thing is really cool too.
I really like the ribbon.
People are liking the ribbon. Here is also another little tip and trick thing. This is sort of a, you know, personal observation, personal preference. These larger ink pads are kind of a pain in the butt. Number one, they're hard to, you know, find a place for them. And then number two, I actually like inking the stamp versus putting the stamp to the...
I like to punch it.
Me too. But the little inkers, you know, the little stamp, or here, hold on.
And you can use your Baron.
Like this size, these little thingies. Here, in fact, I should give you this one because it's distressed black soot. I think it's probably kind of dried up.
I don't want to mess with that right now.
But you could put your black on it. I'm telling you, it's a lot easier to ink your stamp.
That's what you say.
It is what I say. Sometimes what I say and what is true and factual and legit in the world.
Well, this is probably going to need some more.
I know, but it's a heck of a lot easier to re-ink that little tiny square than it is your big old pad. It's another reason.
I like my pads big.
And I cannot lie.
Dot, dot, dot. Not a lot. I used to, that was the litany in my first grade classroom.
Was it?
Dot, 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 not a lot. And I would say, okay, now all together now. And they would all just go, dot, 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 not a lot.
And you know there's still some of them that are now, you know, adult people saying that.
And they said, I talked to somebody, I can't remember who it was, that said they still did the Egyptian.
Yeah.
I just love it. Little kids are a lot of fun.
But they will wear you out.
They will wear you out. But I'll tell you what, by the time in week 3 when I had them walking around the room going, you know, doing the Egyptian dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time my principal walked by the room. Saw us all. Because we would just kind of,
yeah.
Because the desks were always kind of in the middle because the outside edges had stuff that
I remember that
would be, you know, related to artwork. And he walked by and he said, "Oh my God, that," he says, "if I'd had a video camera of that, that would have just been wonderful."
Tisha. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, here we.
How did you feel about that? Did you like that whole experience?
Not really.
I mean, I understand that you cannot be as dramatic, but I'm sure you'll find a way. Keep in mind that had a little bit of the gray distress on it because these are the ones that I photographed. So that's why she's actually getting that color, because it had the distress oxide.
It's still, the
It's
distress oxide is still given.
Mm-hmm.
It giveth. It continues givething.
Uh-huh. I love that song, by the way, Becky. Love that song.
Well, it just, I guess it just needs to.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the
That's
oxide.
all right. A little variety will be fine there.
Mm-hmm.
More better.
I don't think you inked up the little hoodie doing
More better. I did ink it up.
Okay, we'll put the lid back on it if you would, please. Making me nervous.
You know, this is not my preferred method of inking.
It is mine.
I think we all have our own little things that we like to do.
Some are wrong.
I like the biggin. Just trying to get enough down here. All right, and then we're going to be ready to bring in our other
Look at you fitting it in there. Very nice.
look at that.
Hello, Carolina.
That'll probably be our premiere. All right, we've got, now let's see here. What do we have that we haven't used over here? Let's use an old great
regular size.
Great biggin.
there are ink pads in between the little tiny one that I got and the one that P has. The regular size.
Yeah, medium.
Medium. Yeah. Exactly, Jeanette. Exactly.
Medium leaf. Well, I think I can get one more on there. Let's use this little one. There we go. Okay, we've got one piece of paper left here. There's no reason to leave one piece of paper just lying about.
Well, Rhonda, what we have been doing is so we just take the ones that we have, and sometimes we find re-inkers, or sometimes we don't really care for the color, but we keep the little pad thing and then we alter it. I know that's a big shocker. But that's why we say don't really ever trust most of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What it says on the thing. Usually I do try to do a color swatch of the... all right, now I'm pretty much through with El Grande,
Yeah.
you know, Ranger Rick stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that this is permanent ink.
If you want it to come up, again, the hand sanitizer, let me just tell you, hand sanitizer is a underutilized craft cleaning
Yeah,
thing.
well, we know that it has alcohol in it.
It
so.
does, but it's very handy. Number one, kind of keeping the germs down, and in this house it seems to be that, there needs to be more of that, because that kid of
Okay,
ours
well,
likes to
you
put
know,
a
I
mouth
probably
on
left it
things.
on there too long, and I should never have done that. Okay, no worries, no worries.
Oh, we
Okay.
are. We are. And thank you, Chiquita. Thank you, and Estella.
So-
I know you guys are.
Now we are. Mariah's going to pass me over
What am I passing you over?
the distress ink.
Yeah. Which one, or do you want them all?
I don't know at this point. I don't know what I want.
I hear you. You've got 6 minutes.
I've got 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, what we're going to do is something that I haven't done before, but I think that this is going to be kind of cool.
Yes. The gunk off the scissors.
I
Gooby
like
Gone
that.
is also another great one. Gooby Gone helps us
I
do a
want
lot
to
of
use
things.
some of that. I haven't used that one yet.
That's a Christy Hartman one. The one in the middle there, I think, is the Dahlia Cluster. And then the one on the end is Carrie's from the first round of... I think those are the sketchy ones. I can't remember the name of it.
And I'm basically, it's not, I'm just using these because this is what I could find. But here's how I determine this. I like this one because this is going to be
Bye, Rhonda.
2 of my different things here. It has slightly curved surfaces here, has horizontals, has some diagonals, and it has some verticals as well. This is going to probably come off more as just a pattern rather than the flowers, the way I'm going to use it. I like this because this, again, I have the option of doing vertical or horizontal. If I cross them over, you get a bit of a checkerboard pattern. And that's kind of what you kind of want to think about when you're doing your stamping. And you're not caring about, you just want to create some interesting backgrounds to use.
Yeah.
Okay, am I ready to grab the...
Sure. I don't know. You tell me if you're ready. Do you want all
Now,
of them?
I do want to bring back Big Red.
I really wanted to sing the Justin Timberlake song just then.
Just simply because you can't not bring in red.
Big old red.
Okay? It's just...
Pete can't do a stamping session without the big red.
Big Red.
Vermilion.
Vermilion. And this is archival.
Bye,
so
Tina.
again, this is, I need to wipe it up right away if I want to get it off of my, if I don't really care. Yeah, okay. Use the opposite end of this just to kind of spread that out. I don't really know how much that does, but yada yada boo, boo, anybody. Somebody said to do that. All right.
And is Carrie leaving? Bye, Carrie.
Perfect.
Oh, Ricky, and we're gonna have I'm not gonna try to like go super crazy, and we're gonna kind of spread them out over the month of July. But tomorrow will be some more stamps and perhaps some stencils. Yes. Okay, you're staying till the end. Well, a good deal. We got 3 minutes.
Okay. 3 minutes? Wow. Okay, so really what you want to do is you want to put something down underneath that can kind of absorb and you know, do double duty there.
Yeah. Well, be careful with that, though, because... Okay. Try new things.
Mariah, I'm out of...
Oh, no.
Out of wipies.
Okay, I can hook you up with that.
Oh, no. Okay, so put one underneath that can kind of catch that.
Here, I don't...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, it didn't go through this so much, but it does go through the back side,
Yeah.
which I think is interesting because that may be something that you want to happen.
Right.
Okay, so what did I do with the rest of my... Guess they all just fell down here. All right, this is good.
Bye, Cheryl. Thanks for hanging.
All right.
Those are great ones. Yeah, start there. And if you have questions during it, just, you know, leave it in the comments. Because, you know, I get those and I will do my best to answer you. Oh, Eddie says, by the way, he will be doing, he has a video coming out later today using the Journey home stamps.
What is that?
Those are the new ones by Froyle. He has them.
Do I have them?
No.
Well, how comes Eddie got them before I did?
Well,
Well, that's BS.
that's awkward. But,
Awkward. Go ahead. Just tell me, Mariah.
well, we had to, we actually went, what, 2 rounds
Oh, look at that.
of cutting those. And so him and Darcy got some, you know, because they mod for us and we like to thank them.
Well, what am I? Chopped liver?
No, you get a lot of things.
That's true. Look at that.
And it really wasn't going with what we were doing here recently. So that was one of the other reasons.
All right, let's try a
to be honest,
one of these jobbers.
that's okay. She's
Really liking
she's
this.
Fine.
This is a very densely colored stamp.
Lee Fisher just said she never thought to use her Baron with stamping. Well, there you go.
Well, I didn't make that up. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned that. I think Darcy. I'm giving Darcy credit
But
for it.
it really does work because it gives you uniform pressure.
Oh, bye, Carla. Thanks for hanging.
Now, some of these that are really where it has a lot of super dense lines and whatnot,
Uh-huh.
this is where you come back with your light colored acrylic and go over the top of the whole thing so that you have this
Bye, Celia.
lovely you know, variety of things going on here. Okay, we're going to try the bigger leaf pattern over. Well, that really didn't work terribly well. I need to get the middle of the stamp. Yeah, look at that.
That was some stamping with purpose.
Wonderful.
Okay, we were at time. I don't know if you know. Are we continuing this?
No, this is, you know, I mean,
Pretty much it. That's how these layers were done, and then later on, don't you come back
I'll
in with
just
some
come
of
back in with other.
more of the distress inks or distress oxide?
Well, I need to do a couple of those.
Okay, do a couple of those.
I'm just going to do a couple of those. Okay. So, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that on top there. All right. So, what do I want to use? I want to use. Let's use this smaller one. See that? Isn't that lovely?
Layering it up, y'all.
Layering it up.
Bye, Michelle.
And the opaqueness of your stamp.
Collage crumbs. Didn't you come up with that when
What is it?
collage crumbs? Because there was a Maker's Creative collab that we did, and I remember Darcy kind of coming up with that little term. See, some things stick, sort of.
Don't have to cover everything all at once.
Oxide inks are opaque, yes, and that's one of the things why they are super cool, because like the other inks don't do that. Bye, Paula. I know they're dropping off. They
are? Well, this isn't terribly.
no.
I mean, you know,
She will continue on oxiding things, and you know.
I will. But I just wanted, you know, to bring home that point that you can use the lighter colored oxides over the dark colored,
Yes,
you know, the
exactly,
Ranger.
Paula. Estella's still here. She's
Waterproof. Stella's still there?
She said I'm still
She's
here.
still hanging. All right, she gets the prize for today.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, that's basically it. I will
okay.
continue with this.
That is smart,
I
Susan.
discovered
I
I
knew that.
really like this little linear stamp, and of course I love these.
Yes. Okay. Tons of stuff shown today. Hopefully you guys are not like going, and it was fun and you enjoyed it, but we will be back tomorrow for Mariah Makes Monday, and it's a special edition because it is the beginning of #July postcard play.
I know, and I need to appropriate some of your time because I'm giving up my Tuesday for you and Froyle's chat. Of course, I'm going to be in there chatting too. I'm going to write down my questions because
She wanted to know if she was going to be on camera, and I said it depends on how engaging you are. I might have to add you in.
well, I could be in one of the little squares over to the side. I was going to
You want
do
me to
my
small square you?
I was going to do my Froyle dress up.
Well, I'll have you in the beginning, like we normally do.
Ah,
And then you're a big just voice. It's best just to keep you at voice, because if you start like,
futzing around with
because
stuff.
with just talking, you're not that great. I love you.
I've got. Did you copy that article that I sent you?
No, but I
From
need to,
the
and I do,
Atlantic.
and I do want to read it.
It talks about that very aspect of when people get old, they're really mostly bored with other people.
Yeah.
Except for the people that they're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just part of the
I'm not bored
process.
with you.
Well, of course you're not. I'm engaging and fascinating. That's where we're going to leave it.
Yep. Bye, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging.
Adios.